let us continue with the objective part of environmental degradation. Now observe this. Consider the following statements regarding persistent organic compounds. Now you are asked to find out the correct statements. Now these are organic compounds which are resistant to degradation, it seems. Yes, perfectly right. These are organic compounds which are resistant to degradation. Now we have discussed all these in detail in the videos. Now they are main causes of bioaccumulation. Yes, perfectly true. Now Stockholm Convention 2001 is signed to eliminate and restrict the making and use of this. Yes, perfectly right. Now all the statements above are right. Photochemical smog is a resultant of reaction among. Now what's your option there? Nitrogen dioxide, ozone and peroxyacetyl nitrate in presence of sunlight. Now see here, I have discussed this photochemical smog in detail regarding this in the video. Go through that. Previous year there is a question on this photochemical smog. Right. Which of the following are some important pollutants released in steel industry, it seems. Now already we have discussed the similar type of question. Now you can answer this very easily. Oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. So all the above are released. What is oil zapper? Now I have discussed this oil zapper technology in detail in the video. Now what's your option there? Observe the options there. An eco-friendly technology for bioremediation of oil spill. Now the first option is exact meaning of this oil zapper. Right? Then no need to look upon the remaining options. Consider the following statements regarding National Air Quality Index. Now which statements are correct, it seems. This is the question asked. Now it was launched by Union government in October 2014, a dry statement, but it is correct. NAQI uses color coded table to show air quality and its effect on health. Now see here in the video I have given all the color codes in detail. Right? Go through the video, you can get the things. Now green color in NAQI table indicates moderately polluted air which may cause breathing discomfort to the asthma patients, it seems. Is it correct? No, wrong. This third statement is perfectly wrong. Right? Now the codes are in the format of good, satisfactory, moderately polluted, poor, very poor and severe. Am I right or wrong? Now see here, this NAQI is now taken under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Right? Now I have given all the color codes in detail. So your answer is only 1 and 2 statements are perfectly right. Right? Next one. Now which one of the following is not a secondary air pollutant? Now we have seen this type of question many. Right? Now see here, smog is a secondary air pollutant, acid rain is secondary air pollutant, ozone is a secondary air pollutant, but your particulate matter is not a secondary air pollutant. Right? So your D option is exactly right. Which of the following diseases are caused by consumption of water contaminated by mercury and nitrates respectively? Now I have discussed this both questions previously. Now mercury, Minamata disease, nitrates, blue baby syndrome. So your option number C. Now, the water pollution in an aquatic system is measured by the dissolved amount of oxygen. This is what COD, BOD, dissolved oxygen content. We are learning about this. Right? Focus on the question. Consider the following statements regarding London smog and you are asked to find out the correct option. London smog was caused by use of sulfur bearing fossil fuel like coal. Yes, perfectly right. This type of smog is aggregated by dampness and a high concentration of suspended particulate matter in the air. Yes, perfectly right. This is what we discussed during London smog. Right. Consider the following statements regarding oil spills, it seems. Now, what are the correct options? Is that the question asked? Yes. It results in hypothermia, which causes fatalities in birds and mammals. Perfectly right. It reduces photosynthesis activities in water bodies. Yes. Oil spill, it doesn't allow the light to pass on, right? Both the statements are true. Now, consider the following statements regarding biological oxygen demand, and you are asked to find out the correct statement. Now, what are the correct statements here? It is expressed in milligrams of oxygen per liter of water. Perfectly right. Microbes in sewage treatment plants increases the BOD of the effluent. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is both 1 and 2. Yes. The decomposition of human waste in the biotoilets is carried out by which of the following? Now see here, is it by fungal inoculum? No. Already we have discussed this in detail. Anaerobic bacteria. A question was dealt here, right, regarding biotoilets in railways. Which of the following conventions protocols deals with persistent organic pollutants? Now which protocol? Stockholm Convention. Now see here, we have dealt all the conventions in detail. Now go through the videos. When acid rain falls on buildings made of marble, what is the final product that flakes off easily? Now this is a general question. Now you can answer it very easily. What's your answer? That flakes are nothing but gypsum, right? Your plaster of Paris is nothing but gypsum. Which of the following steps can be taken to reduce the problem of eutrophication, it seems? Now what are the steps that you have to take? Now what's your option there? Creating wetlands around a water body. Yes, perfectly right. Reducing air pollution. Yes, perfectly right. Using lakes for aquaculture. No, this is not the thing, right? So your options are 1 and 2 only. Which of the following is not a secondary air pollutant? Now we have seen this question n number of times, right? Now see here, your acid rain is secondary pollutant, photochemical smog is secondary air pollutant, ozone is secondary air pollutant. Now you are asked to find out not a secondary air pollutant. SO2 is not a secondary air pollutant. So your option is D. Consider the following statements regarding photochemical smog. Photochemical smog occurs in a cool and humid climate. No, bluntly wrong, right? This is what we discussed, right? Presence of high levels of nitric oxide is essential for formation of photochemical smog. Yes, perfectly right. Photochemical smog is chemically an oxidizing mixture. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is both 2 and 3. Which of the following are the effects of acid rain? Now we have seen this question n number of times, right? It causes death of biota of lakes. Perfectly right. It corrodes monuments. Yes, right. It degrades fertility of soil. Yes, right. So all are the effects. So your option is D. In the context of environment, the term dirty dozen refers to which of the following? Now see, I have discussed this dirty dozen in detail in the video. Now by this time you can answer this very easily, right? Now what's your option there? 12 persistent organic pollutants, right, are nothing but this dirty dozen. Consider the following statements regarding sulfur dioxide pollution, and you are asked to find out the correct statements. Automobile exhaust is an important source of sulfur dioxide pollution. Yes, perfectly right. High concentration of sulfur dioxide leads to stiffness of flower buds. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is both 1 and 2. Now, which of the following constitute primary pollutants? Now we have seen this type of questions many, right? Now your sulfur dioxide is a primary pollutant, NO2 is a primary pollutant, particulate matter is a primary pollutant. So your answer is 1, 2 and a river with high biological oxygen demand is. Now what will be your answer? with high biological oxygen demand is highly polluted. Now we have discussed this in detail in the videos, right? Fluoride pollution mainly affects your, now one more easy example, your teeth. Air freshener which contains phthalates have following adverse effects on human beings, it seems. Now what are the statements correct is the question asked. Now it suppresses androgen and causes asthma problem. True. It retards development of children. Yes, true. It is carcinogenic and also affects central nervous system. Yes, true. So your answer is all the above. Consider the following statements regarding oil zapper. Now you are asked to find out the correct statements. Oil zapper are mixture of 5 microbacterial strains that are capable to degrade crude oil and oil sludge very fast. Truly correct. After degradation, oil zapper releases harmless CO and water. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is both are correct. Yes, both are correct. Consider the following statements regarding SUFFER and you are asked to find out correct statements here. SUFFER is abbreviation of System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research. Perfectly right. It is computerized system jointly developed by Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology Pune along with IMD Delhi and National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. Perfectly right. I have discussed this extensively in the video. All the details were given. It also provides data on UV rays. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is all the above. Now consider the following statements and you are asked to find out the correct statement. Right. Now what are the correct statements? Smog formed in the area of intense solar radiation is called gray air. Right? No. This is wrong. Smog formed in the area of lesser solar radiation is called brown air. No, this is also wrong. So both your statements are wrong. But what is correct statements? Smog formed in the areas of intense solar radiation is called brown air. Now smog formed in the areas of lesser solar radiation is called green air. Now if you vice versa the statement, then it is correct. Now your options are neither 1 nor 2. Now consider the following statements and you are asked to find out the correct statement. Smog is a combination of various pollutants, gases with water vapor and dust. Yes, right. Ground level ozone is formed through reactions involving hydrocarbons, nitrogen, oxides and sunlight. Yes, correct. Heavy smog can result in decrease of natural vitamin D production leading to a rise in the case of rickets. Yes, perfectly right. All the three statements are exactly right regarding the pollution. Regarding the smog. Which of the following statements are correct regarding noise pollution? Now what are the correct? The World Health Organization recommends that indoor sound level should be less than 30 decibels. Yes, right. An increase of 10 decibels approximately double the increase in loudness. Yes, perfectly right. Now see here, I have given all the decibel levels regarding various buildings and various areas in detail, right, in the video. Now go through that. Consider the following statements regarding National Air Quality Index and you are asked to find out the correct one. It has 6 categories of air quality with each category has distinct color code. Yes, right. It considers 8 pollutants for which national ambient air quality standards are prescribed. Yes, perfectly right. So both 1 and 2. Now again I have discussed this in detail in the video. Consider the following statements and which are correct, it seems. Now which are correct? Black carbon is a form of particulate pollutant produced from incomplete combustion. True. Black carbon is emitted by high temperature combustion process, whereas brown carbon by low temperature combustion. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is both 1 and 2. Which of the following is not correct regarding oil spills? Not correct regarding oil spills is the question asked. What's your answer there? Not correct regarding oil spills. Now they make water deficient in oxygen. Yes, this is correct statement. They can cause algal blooms. No, this is wrong. So you are asked to find a not correct one. So B is your correct option. Which of the following is not a source of mercury pollution? It seems. Now automobiles is a source of mercury pollution. Coal-fired thermal power plants, yes, is a source of mercury pollution. Waste incinerators, yes, it is a source of mercury pollution. Now your supersonic jets is not a source of mercury pollution, right? So this is not a source of mercury pollution. I write like this so you can understand this. So D is your option. A low biological oxygen demand refers to, now we have discussed similar type of question, right? Refers to low level of microbial pollution, right? This is the exact one you have to identify. Which of the following organism can monitor air pollution? It seems. Now which organism can monitor, right? Lichens can monitor air pollutions perfectly, right? Let us move on to the next one. Which of the following gases absorbs harmful ultraviolet rays in the stratosphere but acts as pollutant in the troposphere? Now this is very easy question and you can answer it very easily. Your answer is ozone. A term marble cancer is associated with which of the pollutants? It seems. Now one more easy question, easy picking, right? Acid rains. Consider the following statements which are correct. It seems. Now bioremediation is a process of using microorganisms to degrade environmental contaminants into less toxic forms. Yes, perfectly right. Biomagnification is a process by which concentration of toxic chemicals increases in the tissues of organisms at successive higher levels in a food chain. Yes, perfectly right. So your answer is both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements regarding Minamata Convention 2013 and you have to find out the correct statements here. The convention has prohibited a myriad of products containing mercury and their production and trade will altogether be prohibited by 2020. Yes, perfectly right. This is also prohibited. It also prohibited vaccines containing mercury and use of mercury in dental mercury fillings. Yes, perfectly right. In dental fillings, not dental mercury fillings. The biggest mercury release from the coal-fired power stations and usage of mercury to separate gold from ore-bearing rock. Yes, this is also perfectly right. So your answers are all are correct. Which of these pairs are correctly matched? Minamata Convention, mercury. Yes, perfectly right. Stockholm Convention, yes. Persistent organic pollutants, perfectly right. Basel Convention, it is on lead. No, wrong. This is completely wrong. So your answer is A, 1 and 2 only, right? Now endosulfan has been banned under the Stockholm Convention because it is an endocrine disruptor. We have dealt this. Consider the following statements and you are asked to find out the correct statements. Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants was adopted in 2001 and it became effective in 2004. Yes, perfectly right. Now Stockholm Treaty is international environmental treaty aiming to eliminate, restrict production and use of POPs. Yes, perfectly right. Yes, it is right. Now POPs accumulate in organism by biomagnification and cause cancer, allergies, hypersensitivity, damage to nervous system, reproductive disorder and disruption of immune system. Yes, all three are perfectly right. So your option is all the above. We have discussed this, right? The Rotterdam Convention is related to which of the following? It seems. Now Rotterdam Convention, now we have discussed this in the video in detail. Now by this time you have to answer this. Now see here, my suggestion is in each and every video observe the convention video very perfectly. There will be certainly questions on this, right? You cannot avoid this. To control of persistent organic pollutants, no, this is regarding your Stockholm Convention, right? Now control of transboundary movements of hazardous waste and their disposal, no. Control of pesticides and industrial chemicals, is the convention, Rotterdam Convention, right? In order to ban potentially hazardous chemicals. Consider the following statements regarding Basel Convention. Now you are asked to find out which is correct one. It is a treaty on control of transboundary movements of hazardous waste and their disposal. Yes. It does not address the movement of radioactive waste. Yes. This is what perfectly we have dealt there in the video. Now see here, by seeing the questions itself you can easily answer the questions, right? Both 1 and 2, right? Thank you.